That's right, on this Throwback Thursday, we're throwing it way back, and historically, we're breaking a bunch of rules. But never mind that, let's move on to our warm-up. Your warm-up's gonna start with 2 rounds of the following. We're gonna do 10-foot crab walk. So hips up, 10-foot crab walk forward, 10-foot crab walk backwards. I'm then gonna stand up, I'm gonna do 10 Kang squat. So for my Kang squat, I'm standing all the way up. I'm gonna then hinge at my hips, I'm gonna close at my hip, boom, and then I'm gonna finish my squat, so then I'm gonna close at my knee joint here, boom. And then I'm gonna go reverse order. I'm gonna open at my knee joint, boom, and then open my hip. So boom, 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 10 times. You're then gonna follow that with 5 inchworms with 2 push-ups at the bottom of each inchworm. So I walk out, 2 push-ups, walk my feet in. I'm gonna do that 5 times. And then you do those 3 movements 2 times through. Following that, you have a 3-minute flow of the following. All right, I'm gonna start with 5 1 1/4 squats. So I'm gonna squat down, good posture, squat down, I come up just above parallel, and then I go back down to finish the squat. So full speed, boom, boom. I'm gonna do 5 of those. I'm gonna then do 5 plank up downs. So I'm gonna alternate between my high plank and my low plank for 5 reps. I'm then gonna stand up, 20 butt kickers into 20 high knees, and then back to the top, doing those 4 movements, 3 minutes through. All right, and that right there finishes your warm up, and now we're prepped and ready to roll for our strength piece today. Today's strength is leg death, so let's get after it. Today's strength is squats. All right, you can choose to weight this squat with a barbell, front rack or back rack. You can do single dumbbell kettlebell in the goblet, dual on each shoulder, hold an odd object in the front, or wear a backpack on the back. All right, so how we're gonna do this is we're gonna do 5 sets of 12. The first 5 reps, I'll show you in a moment, are gonna have some pauses built into the descent, to the eccentric phase, right? And then we'll stand up, and the next 7 reps will be normal speed squats. The kicker is at no point do you stand all the way up in your squat, right? So we're gonna kind of end at like a slight little soft knee here. What this does is it doesn't allow us to rest. It keeps tension in our quads the whole time, right? This is technically like a resting period right here, right? My legs are fully locked out. I'm using my skeleton to help support the weight, but here I'm not, right? So those quads are gonna be burning. So how these sets are gonna look, I'll use my kettlebell here, I'll hold in the goblet, I get a little soft in the knees, so this is my top position. I'm gonna go down, pause, 1, 2, I go down, pause, 1, 2, and then I go down one last time, pause, 1, 2, up, all the way up, and then down, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, and then up. I do that 5 times, and then I finish with 7 normal speed squats, right? But at no point am I hitting that full lockout position. I'm staying a little bit soft in those knees. All right, so 5 plus 7, you're doing that for 5 sets. Let's try to limit that rest to 1 to 2 minutes to make this even more difficult. All right, so that's your strength today. Let's get after it. All right, it's time to condition / accessorize. All right, your conditioning is every 10 minutes for 2 rounds, you're gonna do the following. You're gonna start with an 800-meter run if you're outside. If you're inside, you're gonna do 1 minute of jumping jacks, 1 minute of butt kickers, and 1 minute of high knees. Following that run or the 3 minutes of work, you're gonna do 3 rounds of the following. You're gonna do 10 lunge wall balls or lunge thrusters. So I go lunge step, press, or throw, lunge step, press, or throw. I'm then going to work into 10 regular wall balls or thrusters. And then if I have a pull-up bar, I'm going to do 5 to 10 pull-ups. If not, I'm going to do bent over rows. I can use the same object I was using for those thrusters. I'm going to bend in my hip and squeeze my elbows to the side. I'm going to do 10 of those. You're going to do those 3 movements 3 rounds through. Right, so right back to the lunge wall ball or lunge thruster, regular wall ball, regular thruster, bend over row, and then again. Once you finish the 3rd round of that, you're gonna rest. And at the 10-minute mark, you're gonna do it again. All right? So you're gonna start with that run, or the 3 minutes of sweat, and then 3 more rounds, that same little triplet, all right? After that, right, you've done 2 rounds through, you're feeling tired, those legs are burning already from the strength work as well. You're gonna do a 3-minute wall sit as your first accessory movement, all right? So right at that 20-minute mark, you're gonna find a wall, something hopefully a bit more supportive than this door, all right? And I'm gonna squat down. All right, I'm looking for a 90-degree angle here. I don't wanna be too low, right? I don't wanna be too high here. I'm here. I'm burning, I'm keeping my back against the wall. I'm not touching my legs. All right, 3 minutes total. Okay, so if you come off, don't count that time towards your accumulative score. All right, so I'm here, 3 minutes total. I come off. And then the next thing we have for accessory work is gonna be some grip work, okay? So if you have that pull-up bar handy, you're gonna do a 3-minute dead hang from the pull-up bar total, right? If not, we can do a farmer's hold. So we can hold an object in our hands. So if you have 2 heavy objects, you can do that. If you have 1 heavy object, you can hold it in one hand, accumulate a total of 3 on each side. So you kind of switch back and forth here. Another great thing, if you don't have anything really heavy to challenge yourself, is to get something like wide, right? So you can even use like a bunch of books here, something that's really hard to get your hands around, and you can try to hold that in each hand for the total of 3 minutes, right? Because you're really forced, especially with like multiple books, I have 3 books here, you're forced to actually squeeze it to keep that middle book from falling out, right? So I'm here, I'm holding, I'm squeezing, and that might be a good challenge for those of you who don't have like something very heavy to hold on to, all right? So, once again, the conditioning workout, every 10 minutes for 2 rounds, you're doing those movements, right? At the 20-minute mark, you're doing your 3-minute total wall sit, and then you're moving into your 3-minute total hang or farmer's hold, right? Some grip work, okay? Just a lot of things, okay? Let's get after it. You got this. All right, you guys just worked your butts off. It's time to stretch it out a little bit. We're gonna start a 2-minute pigeon pose on each side. So pigeon, I go across my body here, right? So my leg is perpendicular to my body. If you can, you're gonna sink down nice and low. You should feel a nice stretch here, your glute and hip, right? 2 minutes each side. So it's long today, but you did a lot of leg work. Okay, following that, you're gonna do a 2-minute straddle. So I'm gonna go wide legs. I'll face this way to save you guys from seeing my crotch. And I'm gonna reach down the middle. And I'm gonna hang out there for 2 minutes. Right, so 6 minutes of total stretching to finish that long leg intensive workout. And that's it. Good job. Good job. High five.